it, if you will. They beat St. Louis last week. That was a fine win in Kansas City.
To hard hedge, and both coaches talked about trying to take advantage of the ball screens in their shoot-arounds.
How about Frank Mitchell? Corey Washington goes hard at Garcia, leans into offense for most of this season with Mitchell sideline. And maybe a key for Minnesota is, can they get out and push the ball a little more today? Garcia's got a mismatch, count it! And number of starters. Here's Garcia, bodying with Matej Boshniak. And so nice work from Osima. Hill throws up a wild layup. Odakali ahead, lob it up, Rigsby! He's one of, Damian, many fresh faces. 9 first-year scholarship players at Ben Johnson. Little indecisive, drive and kick. Rigsby puts it on the deck.
Nice pass.
Look who's open, Femi.
He's just trying to create turnover so he can get his team out into transition.
Beverly crosses up Rigsby and takes him in again. Semifinals of the ESPN Events Invitational. Bell, same spot, knocks it down this off the bench. So the expectations are much higher this year. Seem like they are in a healthy place right now, and he likes a high-character team he has. Ballard, father of time, couldn't catch him, but son could caught father. That's actually the only thing that caught him here in his career. Mitchell goes
in regards to him, because of his size, he doesn't back down to anyone, and he's always the aggressor.
Cortez, he's
hoping to make a run at the national championship, but they've got a long ways to go.
That's not unreasonable thought at this point. That's a nimble woven into the fabric of the program's DNA. Beverly scores it, make it walk. Patterson goes behind the back. Patterson gathers to Mitchell. He was surprised by after Fox knocked that pass away. So Osima moves it back out. Osima opens, sets the feet, and a 4-star buries it.
What happened here? Brendan Rigsby and Darson Garcia get confused, and with so many new players, you mentioned it earlier, they're still finding a way to gel and figuring out their roles on this team.
Yeah, 9 new scholarship players. Again, it's staff. They did have to replace a lot of lost production for that 19 battle against a power conference team yet this season after their 5-0 start. Wave that basket off. Justin Hill will not get the continuation.
I'm anxious to see how that continues to go. Not as many screens. There's a staggered screen right there, but they're just trying to use spacing and allow their guys to go one-on. He had 48 in his first 2 games, which was the most by a Shocker since 1999.
Well, look who's back. So Frank Mitchell, just his 5th game. He missed the first 2 of the year due to an injury. And he's got 8 points. He's averaged just 3 a night. Garcia blocked. Do that.
You just get a double team, you have to throw the basketball out. He needs to stay inside and allow the basketball to come.
Has scored, who has seen the floor for the Golden Gophers. Washington tried to show it. Oh, a tough one off the. It's an easy interception for Cortez. Here's Hill, takes off. Missed the jam.
He had the right idea. You know, Dawson Garcia, piece of the ball just a little bit. Dawson Garcia on the block.
Maybe it again, 4 seconds to shoot. Patterson has to fire. Got it to go. Get 3.5.
Yeah, that's what he does best. He's a scoring guard. Nice.
Ballard. Oh, a vicious. Bijan Cortez has done some good things here. Nice bounce pass. Mitchell. Well, they've each scored 9 right out of the shoot here in the first few minutes. Washington takes off. Was an all-conference double-figure scorer last year at St. Peter's and has delivered a little better than it normally does. I mean, we have had some Max Asmus. They made the run in 2021 as the 15 seed to the Sweet 16. It is a fun run. Odakali.
3rd team previously, and I like his size. I think he's a guy who can actually give them much more with his length and offensive talent.
Hill, a step back jump.
Well, that stifling defense of the Shockers sets up. That's how the Minnesota Gophers can continue to.
Cali, first year at the program. So his 2 free throws get it back to a 2-point game. Well, he just can't get one to go here in the early goings of the season. It's now 0 of 3 from deep today. O'Calley spins and finishes.
And expect the official to bail you out.
Hill feeds it to Boshniak. That's a nice move underneath. Boshniak and Ballard, but at times they have done some good work defensively at the rim. This time Boshniak throws it away. Patterson gets his man in the air. Patterson knocks it down. Minnesota now will run its stuff. O'Calley hits the cutting Parker Fox. Whistled for his second.
Along with 8 rebounds, he's getting more comfortable under Paul Mill's system, and that's what's, he talked about the movement in the Big Ten, but how about the movement in players just going from team to team? So the chemistry's not, they'll be a much different team.
It's been on record many times saying, look, we might win ugly in November. That could come with it. Parker Fox is just so active on the baseline. The 6th-year senior is getting close to his season average of 10 a game. Patterson puts it up and puts it in. Both teams shooting right around 50% from the floor in the second half. At the rim, numbers if they hurry. Patterson, the no-look to Fox, count it, and the foul.
Parker Fox, good energy, has an excellent motor, runs the floor well. Take time to get back on the floor. It makes a huge difference in how much you simply enjoy.
Sid, meanwhile, picked up his 4th foul for the Shockers. He's got 13. This is Bell up with the left. That's good. This deflection. Garcia gathers, puts it up. State. That's the second foul on Ballard, so they got Ballard, not Washington. And he exits, leading Wichita with 13 points.
Willing to give up their scholarship for me. And I don't know if many come to mind.
It's a 1-point game, Damian. Semifinal number 1. O'Calley gets the double, picks up the dribble. 2 to shoot. Patterson just has to fire. Oh, Patterson puts Minnesota up by 4. They have been low scoring and close. Matter of fact, they've got 3 wins by 4 or fewer points. Team without Corey Washington, he fouled out a few minutes ago. Xavier Bell, wow, nice footwork in the, they're up 3. They have looked poised at times on this end of the floor. Patterson couldn't connect, tapped out. Boy, that was more of a slap. Beverly guarding Patterson, he spins away, drive and kick. Osama saves it, 3 seconds, must recognize Patterson. That one was partially blocked. Ball fake, Bell attacks, picks it up, 13 seconds. This is Beverly, goes in, lays it up. It's good. 1-point game. Half, he missed it. He's got to hit the front end to try to extend the lead for Minnesota. State has a timeout, so does Ben Johnson. First semifinal coming down to the horn. 7 seconds here. Hill shovels to Beverly. This is Cortez. 4 seconds. Beverly's got to put it up. The 3 is good. 1.2. Osama. The baseball pass. It's tipped. Wichita gathers. We are going to overtime. Dawson Garcia, number 3 for the Golden Gophers. He's playing with 4 fouls. Alley-oop slam. Osama fouls him.
That he could be so dominant on the offensive glass. He just continuing to show bright spots.
Definitely an arduous afternoon for Garcia. And so here's, and then they close out the second half, pardon me, on a 7-2 run. Cortez now stretches the run and then recovers. He's got the big man shadowing him. He steps back behind the line. O'Calley to Fox.
Big time finish position, but he thinks like a guard.
O'Calley with 8 assists now. That leads everybody on the floor. Bell goes up and finishes. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in overtime. O'Calley, a strong fit. Crossover, takes it in, picks up the dribble, shovels to Fox, goes strong, and Parker Fox.
And now has the ability to close this gap a little bit more at the chair. Ben Johnson about that yesterday. He said it's contagious. Making shots are contagious.
Gets one there. Hill to Bell. Left-hand dribble, swerves in, puts some English on it. Bell knifes in, lost it. Cali poked it away. Up ahead to Rigsby, gathers and scores. Boy, that turn it over. Cali knocked it away. Rigsby ties it. Still. Hill fouled by Mitchell. He's going to the line for a pair with 4.6 to go.
Nice job by the Gophers. Justin Hill in what we call that coffin corner. Your guard, but he can make up for it right here at the charity stripe.
Well, you got your leading scorer there. It puts the
after he makes the basket if they make it either.
4 seconds. This is Patterson, 2. Up ahead to Rigsby. That bounces. Oh!
That's a good one to start with.
Wichita State in overtime by a bounce.